This is going to go in order, and because the team is so large, please forgive me if I forget anybody. First of all, I really wanted to thank our staff this year. Pedernales Falls, you legend. It's Cosmic Nicole, Lady Goggles, Clinwin 77, Cobalt, whose experience running shows of this scale for Bethesda when he was running QuakeCon has been really indispensable. And yeah, thank you, Mantis, as well for joining us. That was amazing. Um, just the best staff this year. Last year, when I did this, it was just a week with no help at all. So having help this year has really made this feel like a proper initiative, a well organized initiative. Aside from some tech issues that we ran into for the main stage events, everything could not have gone better. I wanted this to be something that we could all do together. Partly because the world at times can be shit, and it would be nice for a community to realize what it can do when people just all get together and have one common cause that they really work towards. Particularly when we're talking about sick kids, I think it's. Oh, thank you so much for that, Mantis. Cheers.
Legendary sub. Get good
Now this,
TK's Mantis.
yes, that thing is going to scream at me for a minute. Um, I've been really honored to get to know the people in this community. I don't know what it is about Fallout that draws one of the most wholesome communities I've ever observed in gaming, but it is. All of you, all 318 of you, donated your communities, your time, your effort, your hard work to really get on board with this. And I really hope all of you enjoyed the experience. I wanted it to feel like every year we could all come home for the holidays, despite what our favorite Fallout game is, and all agree that Fallout really touched our lives in a really interesting way. Whether it's a game that we just love to play, or just a game that we create content for on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. I can't believe how much we've been able to achieve with that idea. Last year, people were asking if this was going to be a tradition, and I said yes, it was. So we will be doing this again next December. We saved lives. That's what this was. So that's 6 life-saving surgeries, as well as some miscellaneous things for St. Jude's. And see, every year I promised myself I would not. Thank you all for really getting involved this year and making a difference out there. Because between COVID and everything else happening the past couple of years, shit gets dark, and everyone struggles with mental health. And just trying to find the will to get out of bed each day. And I hope that when we do things like this, it makes you look at the world maybe a little less cynically than I think we see on the news or in people that we care about. Where it's just a bunch of garbage. So for that, really, really thank you all for turning up this year and making a difference and just having faith in the idea and in each other. That's what makes all of this work. And for those of you who came on board this year that have never done this before, who have never streamed before, and yeah, you're welcome, Sandra. I love you too, Scully. If this was your first year streaming and if you raised $1, $2, if you didn't raise anything, do not feel bad about that. Do not beat yourself over that. We all started where you are today. You're just getting going. And what makes this work is us all in one voice working together for the cause. If you're out there talking about it with friends, with family, if you're sharing it on social media, You're part of the team, so do not feel bad. Some people have sent me private messages, and please don't ever exit this experience thinking you didn't achieve anything, because that's a load of bullshit. The fact that you showed up meant that you cared enough to do something about it, and that is nothing to feel bad about. I do want to go through a laundry list of everybody on the team, and this is going to be a little out of order. Not everyone was using the actual Tiltify campaign. So if I miss anybody in this list that was using, it didn't register for their own Tiltify, please forgive me. Side 90, you know what, let me go in sequence here. Particularly, so first I want to talk about people who really helped us get to where we needed to go this year. Many a True Nerd, John and Claire, for the second year in a row. I can't thank them enough for getting on board with this and really bolstering, getting their community going. $35,601.69 raised, which is just astounding. Oxhorn joined us for the first time this year, which I was incredibly happy that he did. It was his first time doing a charity stream. His community turned it out, $13,758.47. The Real Eleonora, absolutely amazing modder, wonderful human being. She really got on board with us this year for the first time and had a blast, made some great friends, raised $7,050. Jessica Havoc raised a smooth even $6,000. Tiltify had made rounds with Dr. Lupo and a few others under Clause My Cause. They gave us some massive boosts on their end. I know they donated to Jessica Havoc's stream and a few others. Wild Mantle, they donated to his stream. $5,724.99 raised there. Side is still fundraising. Will be going, I think she said, through tomorrow. $4,570. Munchkin Jesse, second year in a row. Kay helped us this year on staff, organizing events, helping you all think about how to get involved with charity streaming. I think one of the more paralyzing things for a lot of people when you want to do something like this is you're not sure what to even do to make it exciting. She has an amazing community, and I hope she's really able to help you this year. Kelly Danielle, spaced here. Speaking of staff, our communications director this year, absolutely wonderful, wonderful person, has been retweeting and sharing and helping to bolster everyone's views from our social media channels. Dave Gould, $3,500.01. Sashiboom, $32.37. Kismet, joining us for the first year this year. Another really amazing person, super hyped for Fallout for Hope. $3,016. Pathetic Wolf, $28.10, and Don't Fight Ducks for $24.99.69. So now I'm going to go in order here. And again, if I miss someone's name, thanking you for joining us this year, please forgive me, because you were probably using the generic overlay. Vita Phoenix, I saw you lurking here. Thank you so much. Kev DeWitt, if you get a chance to rewatch that, Kev DeWitt is an amazing dude. Incredibly hilarious entertainer. He figured out somehow, and I don't understand how, he had his mods hooked into his Stream Deck. So when people donated through Tiltify, it automatically spawned things in Fallout 4. It was the most remarkable thing I'd ever seen. I donated something to his stream to see how it worked, and it was instantaneous. Somehow the way in which he linked that in is incredible. Wreck-It Renee, amazing person, always here, always willing to support. Tuniversal, an amazing person, amazing friend. Krabby Hermit, Fenwa Turien, who produced the Jingle Ball Raid Train and worked with all of those musicians, performers, DJs, and artists to bring them together for the event that we did yesterday. Skoldier, Ginger of the Souls, Red Rocket TV joining us for the first time this year. El Gato Pub is a very good friend of mine, and just the most amazing person I know. She was our broadcast director for A Christmas Carol, and made all of the insanity work for doing a live broadcast that we had some technical difficulties with, but you know what? No one cared. We still had hundreds of people watching, and I think everybody really enjoyed that. That for me is one of the top 10 biggest moments in my life. To be writing for the people that voice the characters I grew up with was just wild. To hear Wes and Mike Rawson and Craig Seckler and Jan Johns, Courtney Taylor, just amazing voice actors. Separaya, Elimir, Big Dan here, Clinwin7, who trucked on Moose from our podcast, Clinwin77, who did a 24-hour stream and has, I don't know how he managed to do that. Thick Method, amazing musician, incredible streamer here on Twitch. King Fanman, really well known in the community, amazing YouTuber, excellent podcaster, joining us for the first time this year. Zero Period George, another really great person who's helped out a lot behind the scenes in ways you don't even know. Wolf at Your Gate, The Salt Factory, Radrux TV, whose DJ performances with Subiota yesterday, his in-game builds, amazing person. Rockstar Angel, Ms. Tracy also joining us again. Soul, Scruffy, Chara Miami, amazing artist. The Fallout t-shirts that were designed this year by the community. We had 13 different designs that we did during Inktober. Charo did one of them. And the designs were just really beautiful. I think they're still available for sale through tomorrow before they are discontinued. We only want to do those designs each year so they stay unique. In fact, I'll drop, if anybody wants those, they will be available. What is it? I think it's !charity tees. Is that it? Yeah, that's the ones. So if you do want a t-shirt, grab them before they are gone. The designs are really, really beautiful. Original stuff. Ghost of Midgar, Ma Tater, everyone's mom in the wasteland. I love, you know what? It's like sitting down with the Southern mother you never had, but you kind of feel like it could be your mom. Inub Survivalist, she always is supportive of community stuff. Dumplin' Head, Nerdy Jane, Burner's Boss, Crow Templar, Ginger Bomb, Archie Has Antlers, who took a hilarious pie to the face. You better bet that clip is going to be in our montage reel. Direwolf 2, Strike 66, Soulnix, Nick Sounds, Soviet Station TV, whose roleplay never fails to get me a good laugh. Epoxy, ND Cosplay, amazing cosplayer, joining us again. Whisperfire 26, my very good friend Jessica Starr, who's always in for helping on any community stuff. Bleep Boop 1, TK's Mantis, we just did a stream with, joining us for the first time this year, which I'm really grateful for. The Dirty Casual, Digital Ducky, Murph Face, William Strife, Scully Face, my best friend in the world, who kept me supplied with wine these past few weeks. John Boring, Isutik, Fallout Gen. Fallout Gen is interesting. They are a French group. They have a French website and kind of have a nice little enclave of Fallout streamers over in France who did some of our games. So I converted the games into French so that they did them. He also had a weird song that he sang about Le Petit Poney, which I'm going to put in the montage clip. It was the most disturbing earworm that I had stuck in my head for half a day. Osiris DeVirus, my good friend Kevin from the podcast. Dude Kid Hey, Girl with a Gun, Wild Ravens, EBX Aaron, back for more music. They did Mothapalooza with us. Bundycott, the Fallout Film Festival, the Machinima Festival that he put together was really well done. And if anything, I would love to see more Fallout film festivals because there's a lot of stuff floating out on YouTube that because of their shitty algorithm, people never see. And the people put a lot of work into those, whether they're animation or, live action stuff. Ignis 2 Ash, Eric B. Rowland, Moonlit Charlie, Ms. Hobo Slayer, Taz Luna, Terminal Intel, Lucky 761 Mars, D2D Gamer, Epic Rivers, Sums It Up, Articuna, The Final Counselor, Gaming Granny 56, Chief Zero, Tyra Bones, my AOL password, whose show you really should tune in for, interviewing different people in the community. God, who's somebody please say it in chat. It's not that I feel like it's called The Delicious Dish, and I feel like I should know this because I know it's the Boylston. And I'm just tired. What's the name of it? It's the Boylston Fallout 76 event. What is that? Something deserved guests special. Someone please save me. What is the name of the show? Anybody remember the name? What is it? Thank you, Scullyface. Distinguished guests. Sorry about that. I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. Survivor Boy 12, Nicky, Fuzzy Womp, Boulevier, Happy Rads, It's Me Bree, Moat Simulator, The Sonic Haven, Xanadude, No Respawns, another amazing friend whose videos he's always on board for helping with events. D20 Thoughts, Enigmatus 217, It's Cosmic Nicole, you wonderful human being, helping everybody in the Discord. Ms. Max TV, Reticent Duet, Tricky Pingu, Wu-Tang Shane joining us for the first time this year, El Jorge, Grandma Wiggins, WL Ranger Mike, Letitia Lemon, Captain Mall 77 joining us again this year, Carrie the Queen, Advised, who's back in streaming and we missed him, Nocturnal Naomi, EBX Jen, Destructor TV, Sandra D76, a series of Fallout events, Ducky's events, that the construction that they do. If you ever get a chance to play her games, they're so masterfully done. She has some of the best death mazes I've ever attended. I didn't have time to do them this time around between the schedule and everything. I did them last year, and I think I lasted all of 2 minutes before I died. It was embarrassing. Don OG Gamer Girl, Fire Rider, House Voice, Lady Goggles. You all owe so much love and thanks to Lady Goggles. And if anything, please drop lots of thanks to her. She is a real life teacher. And that came in handy for teaching everyone how to set up their Tiltify and get hooked into the campaign. I can't shut up, Night Taylor. I'm always dying at game. How dare you? It's because I like a bloody build. Lady Goggles, thank you so much for helping get everyone onboarded this year. I did that single-handedly last year with you hopping in there at the end, and I was ready to hang myself. So I'm glad you were helping everybody this year. You made my life easier and really helped a lot of people. Numenire, WXR Live, Wasteland Dude, Cute Nisnis, Hackers Verified, Lady Panic Pants, This Uncanny Earth Gaming, my good friend Solomon getting involved there for the first time. Pet This, who I know is in chat, joining us for the first time as well. Wookie Be Bad, Trash Queen Nix, Bloody Panda, Sly Fox 02, Post Demos, Mick J Plays. It's weird that it's Noogiep. The numbers are cutting into the names. So Bort Malort, Emmy Von Sheets, Inverse Sprinkler, Dadbod Todd, Falls from Trees. My good friend 3-0 brings his amazing. He designed a Fallout for Hope semi. I can't remember the name, if it was Euro Trucker or one of the trucking games that he designed as a downloadable. So you can actually download a semi truck that has the Fallout for Hope logo on the side in that game. Witchy Woman 84, That Radio Geek, Captain Trips 1988, Alien 83, The Miss Atomic, Wahui, I Am Madman, Bengani, It's the Dusk, is it Linear Gaming, Texas Canuck 70, The Atomic Stop, my good friend Scully, Tonic 76. Tonic has quickly become, he's not only a really good friend, but whenever I need somebody that I can rely on to hop in for an event, he's always there. And I think he helped out on most of the events this year as an extra body. DJ Hatter, Peruna, Blame Solid, Captain Noob 6, the Fallout 5.0, my good friends Ray and Lucy, Frag Shart, Lily Pads Not, Lycan Wolf UK, Sensei Snap coming back again for another year, Space Ferrari, The Archangel, Unique Carnage, Magnus 77 NL, Captain Beardy, Cat the Capception, Cloud Shift, God Party, It's Gaming G, I think it's cut off here. Overdrive 04, Stone 1555, The Grimner, The Real Eddie, Toffee Swirl, Zeus TV joining us this year. Excellent dude. Selexis 95, Captain Henry Govel. Is that cut the list off? That is everyone who is on the leaderboard. So I'm going to go to the end of the list here, because there were some people that got started this year for the first time that didn't raise anything, but I want to acknowledge you, and do not feel bad about that. Linear Gaming, Dave. This isn't in order. What is this? Trident TV, Deacon Original, Savant Lady Lilith, NBA 21, D Rudders, Kelly Danielle, who's working for us, amazing communications director this year, D Duke, that Radio Geek who you just heard playing our casino game, Palace Media, Repatriate Girl, Ulrex SF, Midnight Rocker, Murface, Carrie the Queen, Nuka Girl, Xenosphinx, that Sagai TV, Courier 76, The Irish Goodnight, Hamster Queen, Robots Radio, Mr. Gladen, Kings Gaming, Wandering Wastelander, Hawk Despair, Jungle TZ, Ryan 2 Gamer, IR Tim Kerr, MT Warrior, Laser Gaming, 000, Wildflowers, Captain Flash, and let's see. I think that's. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody here. All right, that's everyone for the stream team. And I want to also thank again everyone who put on our Christmas Carol. The script, the cast, everything. This, out of all of the events that we did, this is the one that meant the most to me. The amazing Wes Johnson, who's become a really great supporter, a good friend, who played Ebenezer Scrooge so fucking flawlessly. That was a masterful performance. He is not just a voice actor, he's a proper actor, and really brought that into his performance. He's so method. The amazing Pete Hines, who is always there for community. When we raised $1,401 during the Christmas Carol broadcast, he messaged me afterward, asked how much we raised, and matched it personally, donating $1,402 of his own money to the team for Fallout for Hope. Just a wonderful, you don't know how much he's done privately for GoFundMes for people over the few years for this Fallout community. I will gladly trade words with anyone who would say anything mean about him. He's so incredibly supportive and always turns up for these events. A wonderful person. Our own Alexander Luther, who played a wonderful Bob Cratchit, very different from going from Chad to a very beta male English person in the character Tarquin Blowhard, the name that he came up with. Courtney Taylor, the voice of the female soul survivor in Fallout 4, it's just fantastic. Jan Johns, I talked to on the phone to get her set up, and it ended up being the most amazing 45-minute conversation with her just going into completely random characters. We talked about all kinds of stuff. She's incredibly, just an amazing voice actress. Mike Rawson, the voice of the Fallout 3 ghouls, the voice of Colin Moriarty. Gob, Charon, his voice for his ghoul character. It was so good. That graveliness. Our own Jessica Dickey, Fenwa Turyen, of course, or all the amazing work he did for the Jingle Bell Raid Train, playing Peter Cratchit. Dust Monkey. We originally had someone slated for Fred, who had an issue at the last minute, so I quickly had to find a replacement. And Eric B. Rowland actually tagged Dust Monkey, who I hadn't watched before, and got to know a little bit. And wow, did he do really, really excellent at Fred. Sophia Houseworth, Mark's daughter, who did really great with Scrooge and really struggled. She's sick right now, but she still showed up with a mask. And Logan, his son, really, really did well for young Ebenezer. Craig Seckler, whose Ghost of Christmas Present, that booming baritone voice. It's amazing that he did Butch Deloria in Fallout 3, the original Tunnel Snakes. And boy, the voice that he came up with for Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come was so damn good. Sean Baptiste from Bethesda playing a really absolutely terrifying raider. That ending when he's yelling at Scrooge is legit terrifying. That character of Brooks Calvert that we introduced in A Christmas Carol is joining the cast, by the way. And yes, shout out to Titanic Tim. Yeah, that was Wes Johnson's idea, to have a bot that he would somehow work into the production, because he did most of the handies in Fallout 3, 4, and 76. And the vendor bots. Yeah, Sean Baptiste did amazing with that character. And was the first person who opened the door for me when I was just starting out, which I am eternally grateful for. Our own Kevin Chenard, who did a really fantastic Fezziwig. So that's the Christmas Carol. And of course, everyone who helped out on that. Scullyface, our amazing stage director. Tonic helped out with that one. We had, who am I missing? Falls was in game with us, just helping out on stage. Falls, did I miss anybody? Yeah, Chris Hall. Fallout 4 is a fun playthrough. Yeah, that's A Christmas Carol. And our sponsors this year. Our sponsors, so Noble Chairs, once again turned up and gave us a chair to donate. Absolutely wonderful people over there to work with. Pope Art, who's a brilliant artist. If you check out his custom designed, even if the 76 controller isn't your thing, you need to see the custom controllers that he does for games. He's been commissioned to work for the who's who of gaming, creating unique consoles, designing skins for them, Xbox controllers. That's okay, Soviet Station. Everything will be up on VODs, including the stream we just did. Pope Art, Bethesda Game Studios for giving us the 10 keys. I think that's, did I miss anybody for that? Oh, Jesus. Lou from Tiltify. The Tiltify team has been 100% behind Fallout for Hope since we started working on this year. We started working on it in January. So I know for 2022, we're actually going to start planning it next month after I take a rest. Tiltify, amazing people over there. Amanda from St. Jude, she has been indispensable in supporting making this a much bigger cause. The work that she's done behind the scenes, helping all of you guys, really bolstering, letting you guys know what's going on, sharing thoughts and suggestions and everything. I think that's everybody. And if I did forget anybody's name, please forgive me. I'm quite drained after these 2 weeks. I am going to be taking a social media break here. I got to announce these winners online, but starting tomorrow, I'm going to vanish for a few weeks. So you won't see me anywhere except for when the Christmas Carol. We're cleaning up the VOD for that. A lot of people missed it and want to see it. We're going to be dropping a cleaned up director's cut of that, which I'll be dropping on YouTube and re-releasing it on Twitch. I'm going to re-air that live on Christmas Eve, if you wanted to check that out. And then I'm going to also drop that as an audio podcast with more focus on Foley effects. to get more of a classic kind of a Lionel Barrymore Christmas Carol. That's it. I just, once again, thank you for showing up this year. Thank you for supporting this and making this work. It only works because you all show up. You all care enough to show up and put everything into it. And thank you for believing in me. That's before I break down again. Thanks everyone for being here, and we will see you again in 2022 when we kick this off again, just after next to Thanksgiving. And all of my deep love to all of you. Have a wonderful holiday in whatever form you celebrate it, and I hope to see you in the wasteland. I love you too, Mark. Love you too, Falls.